Hey Taurus, your June tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor. Welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. Your theme is all is well. And boy, is it. I mean, you have 10 of Cups twice, 4 of Wands twice, the Empress Strength, 9 of Cups. I mean, seriously, I pulled 3 clarifiers to get some detail on all is well, even though it's kind of self-explanatory. Your first clarifier, that's your 10 of Cups. That's your first one. So it doesn't so much clarify or give more detail on it as it does just double down on all being well. It shows emotional well-being, fulfillment, and satisfaction. It's not so much a picture of external circumstances, but of an ideal inner environment, feeling at peace, feeling connected, feeling loved. Now for your second clarifier, you have the 4 of Wands, which does indicate something to celebrate, some kind of milestone. This is an indicator of weddings, graduations, birthdays, anniversaries. Even if there aren't any special events, it suggests that those times that we live for and put up with hardship for, the payoff times, the times that gel families and communities. Third clarifier is the 7 of Cups. So it's a time when you can start to see more possibilities open up. It's what happens when our present starts to feel more secure. We feel safer looking at the future. So there is time and space for daydreaming in June, which brings with it some much needed new optimism. And suddenly you have choices where it doesn't feel like you had any before. And this doesn't necessarily mean that options materialize or change as an absolute fact, but that from a place of well-being, you're able to perceive more than you could before. And for some, there are actually new doors opening. Or there may have been like a hall of closed doors, none of them locked, but you didn't even try the handle for some reason. And now, when you do, you find out that they're unlocked, metaphorically speaking. All right, so for your week to week, the first week you have the 10 of Cups. Again, there's your second one. So this all is well card really is a call to lean into the present moment, the okayness of the time and space that you're in right now as we speak. So there will always be times when we're not okay that are going to blow through. So don't skip out on savoring these sweet times. Really lean into this period. I guess I'm saying, like, don't let the existence of past or future downs be a thing that dulls the ups like this. So rest in it and trust it. Future change is not a reason to check out of the good in the moment. Now for week 2, you have the 6 of Swords, so you're moving into even more placid waters here. The 10 of Cups can almost bring a euphoria with it, and this is a calmer burn, like the ember of contentment after a flare-up of joy. There might be times that you have to seek out your peace, but it'll be available. So where before it's about emotional well-being, a peaceful heart, this week brings in a more peaceful mind. So maybe you're questioning the good things less and just accepting them. Now for the third week, you have the Tower. So a little bit of story time. Recently for myself, I pulled the Tower and an oracle card that literally said storm. It had a storm on it. And that night I had pulled for, the weather guy said we were going to have like 60 plus mile per hour winds, large tornadoes, not dust ups, but large tornadoes. It was like a category 3 night or whatever. So the night before that happened, I put everything that I didn't want blowing around the neighborhood in my basement. And that night it barely freaking rained. So the point of the reading was to strengthen my foundation and shore up any weaknesses. So I am better prepared if something unexpected happens down the line. Point being, don't trip out about this Tower. Use this time to prepare for a time when all is not well. Strengthen your readiness, bolster weaknesses. This is physical reality for some, or your mental worldview landscape, jobs, or living situations, anything that you want to shore up. And another example, like I told my mom I was waiting for the furnace to go out before redoing my whole HVAC system. And she was like, why find out that you don't have it when you need it most? So you probably should not do it in the winter, and probably do it in the summer, maybe when you don't need it. So it's talking about using all is well time to take care of things so you're not dealing with a crisis on a crisis. Remember, all is well. Now for the fourth week, you have the Strength card. So imagine, if you will, a wild animal, a cute one, comes up to you to let you engage with it. You pet it, you feed it. It hangs out a minute and it sniffs you, trying to figure out what you are. And then it gets up and it starts to leave. Now if you reach out to keep it, it alters the interaction to where now it's trapped. Now it's not free. Now things aren't cool. And when it does get away, it's probably not coming back. So If you let it leave, it'll remember you were cool and probably visit again. Now, are happy times and peaceful well-being a wild animal? No, but it's an interaction that can play out in your own mind with states of being. There's nothing to overthink or overanalyze about the beautiful things unfolding for you in June. Just enjoy. And at the same time, you can't try to arrest them and cling to them and like, oh, things are great now. I have to like do things to make them always be this way. It's just your turn right now. Maybe you've earned it, maybe not. Maybe you've manifested, maybe it's just a lucky break. It doesn't matter, just be in it. All is well. Now for work, you have the Empress and the Four of Wands. That's your second Four of Wands. So for the self-employed, there is a positive milestone being crossed, and it could be so many things, but like just examples, going public with stock or deciding to incorporate or create a partnership, doing a very lucrative collaboration, hosting a networking event that results in good leads or sales. Like back when I was a crafter, I would have an annual party with giveaways and food and raffles and discounts and fun, free of competition. Unlike at the shows I would go to, it was like all me. So for some, this could be like your first event and it goes really well and you start to see how this could really work to support you. It gives you a lot more creative ideas. So that's huge here, creativity and new ventures. So they're really, it indicates the launch of a new line, a new branch, something being born, even like a grand opening. Now, if you're employed in an organization, you could be stealing the show of the company party. This could be a company retreat or team building exercises that gives you a lot in terms of warm fuzzies or prizes. One of you could be getting your name in the newsletter to announce like a position change or an anniversary or a birthday. I had Empress for Aries too, and I was like, so parental leave can fall under these cards. Big office baby shower vibes here. And your idea, if you have an idea, it could win some kind of competition to be the next product or the system implemented. Someone could retire under this energy, having like successfully met a lifetime financial goal. Now for love, you have the Two of Swords, the Nine of Cups. So for couples, it's a time to enjoy a little contentment with your partner. If there are some decisions on the table, the Two of Swords says that they might not be settled right now. Maybe there's just not enough information yet, or maybe it's not a choice to be made with your head, but with your heart. Or if you're waiting on them to make a decision, I see that Strength card over there, and it says to don't push. All is well, remember. And the Nine of Cups supports that. It means all is well. Things might not be perfect, but they are well. And so pushing for perfect robs this beautiful period of its magic. It's very zen, but it has to be allowed to be. So for singles, this one does read more as a choice for me. And like I said, for the couples, it's one to be made with the heart, not the head. Sorry, logical world. I mean, if someone is obviously bad news with red flags all over the place, that's different. But this is more if you've done a pro-con list and they're equal. There's no danger, but you're on the fence for some other reason. That's when you might have to drop down into your heart to get through that gateway. So that's what I have for you in your main reading. And then I have a bonus message for you. There's the pretty picture. It says, dismiss thoughts that don't lead to the garden of infinite possibilities. Beautiful. All right, Taurus, have a beautiful June. All is well, and I will talk to you next month. Thank you.